Okay, so today you're going to be working through your unit goals and on page 92, and then on page 93, you'll be doing your PRSs. Here are your unit goals. Remember what I am copying down, you are also copying down in your book. So it says throughout this unit, you will deepen your understanding of the ways that people and animals, I highlighted those two things, can relate or connect to each other by reading, writing, speaking, listening, and presenting. These goals will help you succeed on the unit performance-based assessment. Then we have our directions, our star. Rate how well you meet these goals right now. You will revisit your ratings later when you reflect on your growth during this unit. So you will either rate yourself as a 1 or a 5. Remember, 1 means you need teacher help, and then a 5 means you can teach other people this concept. So we have these goals here and the things that we will be learning. Our reading goals. It says read and analyze. We know analyze means to break apart. Make this bigger here. To break apart. The development of ideas in language. Ideas in language, I'm going to highlight that. In literature and nonfiction texts. Here's our genre, nonfiction texts. And including how authors that write in different genres explain ideas. Okay, it says expand your knowledge. Expand just means to deepen or to give more, and use academic and concept vocabulary. So remember, when we're talking about vocabulary, we're talking about our language. So make sure you're rating yourself. Can you do this really well, or do you need some more practice? That's your 1. Then we have our writing and research goals. If you need to copy anything down, you can always pause the video. It says write an explanatory essay, that's also our genre, in which you examine a topic or convey ideas, concepts, and information. Convey ideas, concepts, and information. It says conduct research projects of various lengths to explore a topic and clarify meaning. Make sure you're rating yourself 1 through 5. Then we have our language goals, which is our do nows, or our paired X. So it's our grammar. Ensure that pronouns, this is what we'll be learning this unit, are in the proper case. Okay, last but not least, speaking listening goals. Engage in collaborative discussions, or CD, to build, which we know as support, ideas of others and express your own ideas clearly. Integrate or include audios, visuals, and text presentations. And make sure you're rating yourself 1 through 5. Great. Once you're done with this page, you want to move on to page 93, which is where we will be doing our PRSs. And we've done this before. So if you have questions on your PRSs, go take a look back at Unit 1, because at the beginning of Unit 1, we also did this. And that is on which page here? Let me just find it for us. Page 5. So page 5, if you need to see an example. Okay. So I'm going to start this for us, but it's your job to finish it. So our PRSs are super important. Remember, our target for our PRSs is word choice. PRSs help us understand the meaning of words. That's why we do this. It's our word structure. Remember, structure is breaking things down into pieces. It's how we build things. So I'm just going to put break apart. Okay. So understanding and using academic terms, meaning our language discipline, can help you read, write, and speak with precision and clarity. So below in our chart, we have 5 academic words that will be useful in this unit as we analyze, break apart, and write informative and explanatory texts. This is our genre. Here are your directions. Complete the chart. Remember, we are using our PRSs to do this. So we have our P, our R, and our S. Remember, this is when we need our colors. Our roots, which is our R, we box yellow. Our P, we box green. And our X, we box red. So you want to make sure you follow these steps here. Remember, you're looking at the word, its root, and its mentor sentences. You're using the information and your own knowledge or your PK to predict the meaning. For each word, you should have at least 2 related words, and you can always use a dictionary if you need. Okay, we gotta remember our steps. So I'll do the first one with you. Your steps are also on page 5, but remember your steps. Your first step is your PK. What do you already know about the first word? Well, to exclude means maybe to, I think it means to remove. That's some PK I have. I'm going to write it over here. Okay, that's good. If you have some more ideas, you can put some more ideas. Step 2 is our word choice, our word structure, I'm sorry, which is PRSs. So we got to mark up our PRSs. So we have a root, which we know is yellow. I'm going to mark it up here too, C-L-U-D. I'm going to mark it up in my sentences, C-L-U-D. Where's the other one? C-L-U-D. Perfect. And we know that the word means shut. Okay. We also have a little prefix here that we want to mark up. EX, which I looked it up and it means out. So you want to make sure you're looking up any other prefixes or suffixes. And marking it up. Okay. Step 3 is your positives. Remember, those are your commas or your semicolons. We don't really have any here, and I don't want you to focus too much on that, so we can kind of skip that one. I'm going to go with step 4 down here. Step 4 is your CC, or your context clues. So remember, you want 3 to 4. So you're going to read those sentences and try to find some context clues to help you predict some more meanings on this side. So it says, he prefers to invite his entire class to his birthday party rather than exclude anyone. In that sentence, the word exclude to me means to keep out, right? He's trying not to keep out anyone from his party. He wants everyone to show up, everyone to be there. Maybe there's some more clues in the second one here. Second one says, to exclude people from the club based on their age would be unfair. Okay, we wouldn't want to exclude people from our school club, right? Because they're a certain age, right? We wouldn't want to say, oh, the 8th graders can't come just because they're in 8th grade and not in 6th grade. We want to include everybody. So we wouldn't want to, let's use these words here, shut and out. We wouldn't want to shut out anyone. We want to include everyone. Okay, so we've got our context clues. We've got a couple here. We have 3, so that's good. Step 5 is put them back in the sentence. So I kind of did that already. So I'm going to take these words, and put them back into our sentence. So let's try it like this. To shut out people from the club based on their age would be unfair. Sentence makes sense. How about this one? To keep out people from the club based on their age would be unfair. That one also makes sense. Okay, so step 5 is good. We're all good. Step 6 says, add related words. Add related words. That's this last box here. Now we need to think about words that have this same root in it. So remember, you can look these words up in the dictionary. You can look up them in a thesaurus if you're not sure. Or you can just think from your own prior knowledge about other words that have this root in it, C-L-U-D. So they give you some examples here. I have one more. Conclusion. I just looked that one up. And you want to make sure you're marking up these words too. So we have our root, which is yellow, C-L-U-D, C-L-U, C-L-U. We want to mark up any prefixes that we have in green. So we got in, we got con, if there's any suffixes, make sure you have that in red. So I have I-V-E and I-O-N. Great. And then you completed all your steps. So now what you need to do is do the exact same thing for the last 4 words. And I want you to try your best on this. If there's words that you don't know, or there's parts where you're kind of getting stuck, that's okay. Hold those questions and keep those questions for tomorrow, and we'll go over them together in class. I want you to try and do this on your own. Remember, if you need some more examples, go back to page 5. That's where we have all of our examples that we did in Unit 1. If I can find it. Right, where we did this all together. The directions are here again for you, and there's some more details there on the side. And you could see how we completed this together. So if you need some more examples on how to do this, they're right here for you on page 5. So you need to complete page 93 here on your own. You also need to complete your unit goals. So unit goals, mark it up. And then page 93, mark this one up as well. You can always email me with questions or ask your Wonder Wall and ask your classmates as well. Okay. Good luck.